Hello, you guys. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. It's Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I'm here with another intuitive message. Who's the ungrateful bitch that don't know how to get off your goddamn energy? Who is the clinkster, the shapeshifter, the player, doppelganger, just clingy person or persons that's in your energy? Keep in mind, these are intuitive hits. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This speaks to all signs. 7 billion people. Let's go. I had to pull my crystals out for this. I got tree agate, stability, grounding, root. I got rhodonite, compassion, yin yang, fertility. I have emerald, spring, unity, vitality. These are the things that these crystals represent. Blue obsidian, expansive, divination, astral travel. Somebody got a problem with your supernatural abilities, your somatic psychic sense. How you're grounding yourself, you're getting your shit together, you're focused, you're just working on yourself. I don't know when and where does it say when a person needs me time that a person should take offense to that. That's not a friend who feels like that. Okay. Compassion, yin and yang. This is a stone of brotherly love. This is a balance of masculine and feminine energy. This is a shared connection between all of humanity. This is equilibrium. Okay, it's the key for this crystal. You know, this has the capacity to calibrate emotions, balance out your masculine and feminine emotions, and the source energy from a grounded place. It can be light to emotional scars from the past. You know, it transforms them to a faster and stable everyday life. Isn't that pretty? You got emerald. This is lush and reminiscent. This is the stone of successful love. Right? This is stimulating loyalty, partnership, and friendship. The emerald opens up that heart chakra. You know, it fills your heart with unconditional love, hope, and joy. This is a pretty stone too. But this grounds you back to earth. This keeps you grounded, rooting you to the core of your being. You know, this is a stone of renaissance with nature. It acts that it's about nurturing the seeds that you have planted and providing enough substance to them to succeed, and weed out the negativity and naysayers, including your inner critic, and know that despite it all, you are good enough. Oh, don't you like when people compete where they don't compare? They sleep on you. They take your trials and try to get one up on you and throw stones where they shouldn't when they live in glass houses. Oh, I can't stand when I find out when people are soft. And your blue obsidian, beautiful. Cool to the core. Blue obsidian is created from a natural volcanic glass, and it has that ability to expand one's natural talents. Boom, that's what it is. Astral travel and envisioning dreams are protected and safe when you are using this crystal. In other words, can't nobody mess with your psyche. Can't nobody take you off your square. Can't nobody fake their friendship with you. Okay? And can't nobody get in the way of what's destined for you. What's your process, you know? This enhances all your psychic abilities. Somebody is just curious, very bi-curious as to how you're able to do the things that you do and just have these prophetic dreams and, you know, uncover natural talents from the unknown, like and just how you clear. You don't suffer from mental clutter. It doesn't mean that you didn't at once upon a time, but you do what you have to do to clear it away. And it makes for clear channeling of intuitive messages. In other words, you done channel somebody's truth and they don't understand how you did it. Now they're threatened. It's like, how I take this bitch down? Then you got this from my yogic deck. Look at all that water and that sea of emotion. You're a leader of space and infinite possibilities. When you put that there, sky's the limit. Okay? It's like you learned the art of creating space. You're infinite about your space and are experiencing the cosmos that exists inside of you. You know, when you're in deep meditation or have, you're around the water or just sitting in silence, it allows you to go deeper into your own, it taps into your potential that exists in the more depths of you. You peel back a lot of layers, and you have to know whatever brings you to the point of total stillness. That's where your true self resides. It teaches you a lot about yourself personally. And then we got Eight of Cups. It's time to take a break. And then you have invest. And yeah, invest in some of that. Invest in yourself to learn the skills you need to create the thriving business that grows wealth for you. Whew. Did not say a message like this before about somebody getting offended about you needing time for yourself. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. You're just too different. That could be what it is, and that's okay. Finances and career. I can't make this shit up. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Somebody's could be trying to be your knight in shiny armor in their own way, in their own sneaky way. They're trying to make you comfortable with them. I guess it's because it's a new moon. That's why this card came up. Write a gratitude list about all the things you're grateful for. It keeps your vibration high. Everybody experiences dry spells sometimes, and I feel like you handle it with great poise and great integrity, and you're a person who know how to mind your damn business. That's what you do. And what that means is you see an issue or you see something, pardon me, you see something brewing ahead that's going to kind of slow things down or kind of hold you up. It's a thing where you see your life a certain way. You see what you have to do. You're paying attention to the economy. You're paying attention to many different things. That's a factor in you growing in this economy. And what I see is you pulling away from trivial, irrelevant things to get it done respectfully. So these crystals, when you see crystals, these particular crystals show up, or when I'm called to use these crystals, these are just nagging issues or nagging person or nagging people that's trying to get in the way. It's like you're either with me or against me, or you in the fucking way while I'm trying to do something. What are you afraid of? Whatever it is, do that on your own time. Like, I got shit to do. Like, I can't be nobody's God. I'm not the Most High. You relying too much on somebody, or somebody's relying too much on you. So I have another pile of cards right here that goes more in depth what these cards are talking about. You're writing a gratitude list. You're getting all your ducks in a row to revamp. I feel like you just moving in silence. You're called to move in silence altogether. That is a repeating message, but that's okay, because you're being reminded that the more you learn about what you need to do next, as everything is unfolding, keep going. Don't let the hurricane slow you down. Keep going. Okay? That's God's way of cleaning house. Okay? So what we have here do I want to start with my tarot cards? No. Well, why not? Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, Ten of Wands, Tower, Seven of Pentacles, the Fool. Let me push these up. Let me get these, slide them up. I feel like bad business deals have taken their toll on you. Like, you're so done. And I'm proud of you. Six of Cups. Yeah. What happened? Business have changed. The business world, the entrepreneur world changed a lot. In a lot of ways, it's easier to become an entrepreneur. You got the Knight of Swords, the Empress. And at the same, and then you have the Death card for overall energy. Yep. Unrequited love, finances, and career. Like, this is some bullshit. This is not what we're about to do. This is not who I'm about to turn into, one of those stickler people. This is not who I know myself to be. So I'm not even going to act like an asshole and think that I'm about to be burdened with all these responsibilities, is what this is saying. Yeah, that Tower card, I feel like that's the hurricane I was talking about with that Tower card. Is like, this is very spiritual. And in the middle, the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, that wasn't even the right shoe. That shoe didn't go on my outfit. I gotta put my red taps back on. My red ballerina shoes. I don't wear no soft pink. Oh, I'm a woman. This is a fiery person. Full of passion. Full of creativity. It's like, y'all can sit there like goddamn like sitting ducks. Look at those sitting ducks in the background. Look at this swan. She sticks out. She's amazing. Whoever this person is. This Death card is like something in her, just nature. She just alchemist. That bullshit. That's not business savvy to put up with whatever it is that she's putting up with. Okay? Or what she's been putting up with. Tired of being the fool. But even though you have the Fool card here, that's not why I'm saying that. Because she's taking a leap in a much better direction. One that's more youthful. One that's more creative with the Empress here. Because you have in this single column, this column right here, Ten of Wands, the Fool, the Empress. It's like, I'm too young for this. That's what I get with the Fool card and the Empress. Like, I'm way too young for this. I birthed beautiful babies, meaning projects. Could be children too, but I birthed beautiful babies, and my children do not have to suffer under the yoke of nobody's economy. Something's wrong. Something's not quite right. Something's not adding up correctly the way it's supposed to. 1 + 1 = 2. Okay? Not 1, not 0. Something's very like hiding in your face. Throwing stones and hiding in your face. Let me see. You got Ace of Pentacles on this further side with the Tower and the Six of Cups. Yes. Six of Cups is like balance, harmony. You got to recalibrate some things. Especially with this Tower card. This hurricane is flushing a lot of negativity out. This is very spiritual. What's happened in your business and what's about to happen next. With the opportunity of the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Wands all in the same column. Emotional fulfillment. Like, somebody was playing just like somebody was playing a dirty joke on you. That's just bad for business. You're nice. And in the very bottom, the middle column, Ten of Cups, Seven Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is very witty. Moving forward with looking ahead of a hard decision. Logical. Could be internet, but it's definitely very fast communication. There's somebody who's quick on their feet. Witty. Could have a dry sense of humor. Sarcastic. But let me tell you, when the Knight of Swords next to the Empress and the Six of Cups, it's like, I've been resting on my laurels since I've been this way since I was a buck, since I was a kid. There's no way in the world I'm going to reverse backwards into something I knew was never for me. It's just never my nature to just sit down and just do what I'm told. That's the energy I'm getting. And the Seven of Pentacles is something you've been working on your craft regardless. That's the stuff that's done in secret that people don't know about you. Whatever that craft is, while she's holding those pretty ass red ballerina shoes. And it's a bird in here that's flying up. It's like communication. Like you got the go ahead, you got the green light to do something real special. So this unrequited love and finances and careers, like who's been trying to manipulate you to sit down or move to their speed? Like you're at a higher velocity by nature, by spirituality, by work ethic, by nature. Bottom line, by positivity, by having good energy, just by being a sweetheart. You know yourself to be that way. You're the helping hand of the Most High. You're a valued person. You're a valued worker, valued person in business, value everything. And who's trying to slow you down or just like trying to like hold on to you for dear life, like you're just dragging somebody down with the weight of your bullshit and your fear. And that's about to blow up because it's like I'm not built that way to just sit there and take shit like that. So what's next? Oh, you got Ganesha. That's so lovely. Parvati. And karma. I told you, you've been doing all the work. So it's no reason why you should have the short end of the stick. Right? So Ganesha. She's a leader of new beginnings and remover of obstacles. Exactly. Where you have Parvati in the middle. That's, how can I explain Parvati? Parvati was in love with unattainable Shiva. That's that, and Parvati had to learn how to catch up to the speed of unattainable Shiva. So he could recognize that she was in love. Like she wasn't gonna beg and plead for him to get his attention. You know, he was too focused in his craft and his legacy. So she ended up learning whatever it is that he was a master at, that he was mastering. And eventually their energy started to align and he eventually fell in love with her. This is a leader of what it represents is devotion, a leader of devotion, love, and yoga. The purpose is having a commitment to practice and having that unbreakable willpower and that power of self-transformation towards your enlightenment. Like it's her strength and determination to propel forward. So no matter how much somebody's weighing you down, and there's a lot of Scorpio energy here. You got the Tower and the Death card here, and the Six of Cups. It's like you always balance out what somebody is trying to, like you have it's like somebody's trying to make plans with your time or something. Like what? You don't make plans with what somebody else need to be doing for them. Go do what you need to do. With the karma card here, and they're all in the upright. So this is positive karma. You've done a lot of good, so you need to be rewarded for your favors, and you are. Like you're walking in your higher purpose. And it's like, when will the help of God come? I'm doing all the work and I'm being bogged down with that Ten of Wands. You see how her dress is on fire? It's like, yeah, she's doing the work, but she's burdened with so much of the responsibility, even though she got a 10 is a completion. So you got what you wanted, but it wasn't what you expected with all that heavy responsibility. So guess what? You put it down. You put it down to do something that's more aligned with less obstacles. You don't want to do anything that's burdening you with somebody's trying to hold your ass up. And it's funny that these cards came out because I think somebody's like in love with you, so they trying to find ways to kind of slow you down so you don't leave them. Something foolish like that. Like the way you design your life is this easier. You make it. You want your purpose is to make life more vibrant, a lot easier. You know, you say yes to a task that's just unheard of. Whoever you are. Okay. What else? My cards of independence. Give back. Decide. You don't let the burdens make you feel like, oh, I got all this stuff to do, so it won't propel me forward. I can't afford to move forward. Yes, you can. Do not give up on this. Whoever you are, donate to your community or causes that are close to your heart. I would say, I take that in a very religious sense. Slaughter lambs as an act of glad tidings. It pleases God. And decide, the best course of action and pursue the income generating activities in your business. So if you look at these arrows, the way I take this, the arrows that's going this way is decide by many is going one way. Confused, two choices. Confused, two choices. Don't let nobody distract you with all these different, well, here's one way of doing things. Here's an alternative way of things. We'll see things from a different perspective. You don't need to see things from a different perspective. You're a person who's fixed. All this Scorpio energy here, you know what you want. You already know what you want. It's water and fire here. That's Scorpio energy. Scorpio ruled by planet Mars, not just Pluto. Attraction. Focus on attracting and building relationships with clients who are happy to buy your products and services. That's what it is. You're so bogged down by people who just want to sell you their negativity and their fears and woes, and you got it like that already. Like, you ain't with the shit. Like, it's like you can sit your sleepy ass down, okay? Because you're not on what I'm on, and I gotta go. Like, and then you got balance right next to that. It's like manifest amazing business results by staying in balance with the Six of Cups here. And your common sense is kicking in. It's like, this is not my target audience. It could be a whole area that you stay in. It could be the people you're surrounding yourself with or have been surrounding yourself with. It's like, they know you're the leader of the pack, but they can't play leader when there's a real leader of the pack. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's time to cut off the excessive fat around the meat because it's bad for your heart. And I say that it's so interesting that I use that terminology or that analogy, because this is kind of stress. It's like a silent killer with that Ten of Wands here. Like, it has stressed you out and you don't even realize it. Like, you got to watch yourself, because heart attacks are real. Stress is real. Like, it's creating imbalances in your body that could potentially make you sick in the long run. You got to be very mindful. And I think that you're starting to come around to regulating what needs to be regulated. So what's next? Activated Earth. The power places, key lines, and trust where you're led. Then you got Child of Cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Told you, this is a very spiritual experience, and it affected, like, a person. Like, if you're a child who's in grade school and you're emotionally imbalanced, and it has a way of coming out through your schoolwork. This is the same concept with this, you being emotionally imbalanced. You could be more independent and could be around people who are more codependent, and it's affecting your emotional balance. Like, and then you have Earth School, and then it It's bad for business because you're not thinking straight. But what I feel like is really done on purpose because of your natural aura. You have a lot of good karma coming your way, because if you look at this card, what I like about this card, these girls look like they're standing in prayer. Look at them in their hijab. Everybody don't do it what you do. There are millions of people who pray like that, but somewhere where you've been, it's just a lot of tired energy. I'm gonna just say it, and it's not working for you. It's been really bad for business. It's bad to grow. You can't. It's too slow. Bottom line, it's just too slow. But you have to trust where you led. It was a lesson. There were lessons and experiences as to why you had to slow down like that. Why you were made to slow down like that. So you start thinking. You start becoming over analytical. Like, wait a minute. I could be doing this. I could do that. I could do all these different things that could help propel me forward. But wait a minute. It doesn't make a lot of sense. You're burdening yourself with too many options, too many choices, and it's just throwing you off. And it's become very unrequited, and your finances and your career, you don't want it to pay for it. You don't want to struggle unnecessarily. So to manifest amazing business results by staying in balance, work hard, but take a break to get back into ease and flow and feel the joy as you work. You notice how as you're starting to slow down, as you're listening to your intuition more, your abilities have become a lot stronger. You're listening to your body and you're responding to it in a positive sense. You're starting to get those downloads. They're becoming more clear and vibrant and concise, right? So by you slowing down, you're able to receive those downloads, and you realize you were running with no brakes, and that was blocking you. It was throwing you off in a lot of ways. And because you were imbalanced, you was attracting other people who are not balanced as well. So now you're catching on to that, your own shortcomings. Everybody lives and learns. You see where you still need to grow. And that's why you were in this slow down energy, because you're missing it. Okay? You're moving too fast. It's like talking. You can't talk and listen at the same time. Life's a break, not work. Get off the treadmill. So now that you realize that, you're able to be more humble and more grateful that you can propel forward in all your endeavors, because with the Seven of Pentacles here, that's somebody who's planted many seeds and you're waiting for them to come into fruition. But the good thing is, you were concerned if they were the right seeds, that I go around the bush to get to the root of what I need to do. And the answer is no, you didn't. They were all good seeds. So now that you're able to balance and rest and things like that, you can see them. They can start to come into fruition because you were kind of holding them up. So how are you working your light? You're trusting your path. You're learning to be more trustworthy. That's the second card now that's saying trust where you're led. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Your inner temple. Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. Yes, take a break. Take a break. And then the self-care routine, we got sex. Now, no, it's not exactly telling you to go out and have sex. It's about having a healthier relationship with sex. Utilize sex in a more healthier fashion. Instead of having frivolous sex, you're not, just because you're dating a few different people doesn't mean you have to have sex with all of them or any of them. Let's talk about masturbation. That's a healthy way of keeping yourself balanced and taking really good care of yourself while you're getting all this stuff in order. Also, if you're going to be with somebody and you take a liking to somebody, take the necessary time to build the right kind of the vintage friendship. That vintage friendship is going to take you a long way, and that spiritual connection is going to take you a further ways. Okay, so you can have healthier sex, period. Plan a vacation. Again, we're taking a break. And it doesn't have to mean go somewhere, but I feel like you should go somewhere. You should go somewhere away from where you've been and have that alone time, because you can't freaking breathe where you're at. Okay? It could be by water, or just take a break and go near water. It depends on what you're feasible. Make a way. Like, I always make a way out of no way. Excuse me. I have allergies, and it's a fucking nuisance, because it's that dry, itchy cough and nothing's coming up. So really though, I also feel like you have someone in mind that you want to fly to. Y'all live at a huge distance, or has been somebody that you are spiritually connected to, that you could have healthy sex with, or they will come to you. Either way, but your third eye is telling you, your intuition and your third eye is telling you, you need to spend some alone time with the person that's heavy on your mind, and build a conversation can lead to something more committed, where you can have the right kind of sex, because you going without and becoming more of an imbalance than it's worth you being to yourself, especially when you have feelings that need to be addressed. And that person could be heavy on your mind as well. And I feel like you should talk to someone about it. Talk to like an ancestor. Talk to God about it, because it's getting to be a lot. And you in that death of transformation energy, which is coming out of darkness, leaving out of that dark energy or that dark space. You don't need to be there much longer, so you can start giving back. You can start making concise decisions and doing things that are more attractive for you, to you, and for you. Or you become the better attraction, or the attraction, the main attraction is what I'm hearing. Balance, but the moral of it all is the balance. You have to take care of yourself. You have to. It's not that I don't want to say you're not attracted to yourself. That's bullshit. But the way you've been going about it, is nice, has nothing to do with being honest. Rigorous honesty. You just have to keep it real. And you don't mean no harm to anybody, but you've got to get on your shit, and you may have to say, see you later to whoever. Okay? You may have to say, see you later to the old self, and go back to who you know yourself to be. Who you was trying to be, or what you was trying to be, kind of, you saw what it, you came, you saw, you conquered. But you know yourself to be a certain way. And it's time to get back to the basics with that, is what it looks like. So, if this resonates, like, share, subscribe, and I'll be posting more videos. And I'm still writing my book. All is well. Share, like, share, subscribe. And until next time.